Yeah, we're getting the old van washed after a God knows how long, couple of weeks. It is absolutely filthy. So this one's just up the road. So given this, they got a proper team here. Proper team. It's like a pit, it's like a Formula One crew. Well, you get what you pay for. So I mean, it's clean compared to how it was. It was rotten before, but yeah, there's just bits, you know. They haven't cleaned the wheels. Wheels are all dirty. Look at that, there's shit here. You know, I'm not gonna go back because you know, 15 quid. It's got all the salt off it, that's the main thing. See, they're filthy. Didn't even bother cleaning that one properly. Didn't even try and clean that one. But yeah, they've just give it a bit of a once over. So like I say, you get what you pay for. 15 quid, that's about 15 quid's worth of work there. So anyway, I'm going to Tesco's. I had to stop for this. Look at this. Don't know what it is. It's like a little rat rod kind of thing. But you know, it's got skulls on it. And it's got a really cool skull right on the front there. So someone who's sharing my fetish for skulls. I don't know what it is. Ooh, but anyway, just done an hour of cardio. Got to do some hanging leg raises now, and I do 100, not 10. Got a good day lined up today, so there's a new Ducati dealer. Oh, look at that. I'll show you that. It's Mel bought me that for Christmas a couple of years ago. It goes with that one. Nice. There's a new Ducati dealer opened up in London, and it's been years, I mean years, since Ducati have had a dealership in London, a proper dealership in London. Back in the early sort of 2000s, when there was a lot of money around, Ducati dealerships were springing up everywhere. The last one that was opened and then got shut down very quickly after the credit crunch in 2008 was in Fulham, between Fulham and Chelsea. Yeah, so that's the last one I remember. It opened up. I went in there a few times because back then I was riding Ducatis, and yeah, and it quickly shut down as soon as the credit crunch came in. Bang, everything, all the luxury goods went. There was a Harley Davidson dealership in Maidenhead. They shut down. They all shut down in the credit crunch. But so it's a good sign that there's a new Ducati dealership opened up in Vauxhall. So I am going to head there, and as I'm sort of out and about on the bike, it's going to be reasonably warm today for December as well. As I'm out and about on the bike and I'm in London, I'm going to go to the Ducati dealership, and then as I come out, I'm going to go to Wars, which is the Harley Davidson dealership in Chelsea, Kings Road, and then I might go have a little detour over to Shepherd's Bush because there's a Mutt dealership. Mutt's a little British-made motorbikes. They're small capacity, so 125 or 250, but they look really cool, and I'm very tempted because in the future, probably the end of this year or beginning of next year, I want to get a dirt bike. These Mutts are 250. They're old school looking, quite cool looking, so I just want to see one in the flesh. So that's the plan. I'm going to go and see one. Knowing me though, I want a 450, sort of Yamaha 450, something like that, WR 450, proper dirt bike, so I can go green laning. That's the plan. But I do want to have a look at these Mutts because they do look good.
Don't you recognise the car?
So we've got helicopters, everything going over. That's the old MI5 building. And I didn't know that we have a Triumph here. So I don't want to bore you with a load of Triumph stuff, not after my last video where it was all Triumph. So that's where we want to go right now. We want to go to Ducati. But there's some lovely Triumphs here, including mine. Hello.
Again, we can play once we do. Yeah.
Hello, mate. Yeah, so just as I thought, they haven't changed. You know, you don't even get looked at when you go into a Ducati store for some reason. They're just, it's just Ducati. Yeah, no welcome, nothing. So yeah, not really impressed with their so-called customer service. They don't even look at you, you saw that. You know, I walked in. They're only interested if you're wearing a silly suit and you're not going to ride the bike. So it seems like they're not interested in people that are real bikers anymore. So there. All right, I'm going to head down to Harley Davidson. Triumph, on the other hand, in Vauxhall, were very good. They were very sort of welcome. You didn't see me film it because I was actually dying for a pee, so I had to run in there before I got the camera out and use their toilet, and they were very accommodating. Had a little chat. And yeah, they were much more, probably because I'm wearing a Triumph hat. Yeah, I don't know. And maybe Ducati don't like the Triumph hat. Who knows? But yeah, from my experience of being around motorbikes a lot, Ducati haven't changed. So there you go. Let's go and see what Harley Davidson do. Alright, so I'm at Harley Davidson in Kings Road. Alright, what kind of welcome am I going to get? I am wearing a Triumph hat. This is nice. Little Sportster. And there's the new Sportster. Some of the shiny metal. How you doing? You alright? Yeah, just looking, man. Just having a look. Yeah, that's alright. Just looking. Yeah, just looking.
Well, take your time. If you need anything, just let me know. Do you want a coffee or tea while you're
No, I'm good, thanks. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. I will do. Thanks, mate.
Are you doing well? Good, thank you.
Well, for now. Yeah. Whether it'll stay like that or not.
I got my membership.
That'll take some cleaning. Got Willie's Jeep.
Yeah, no worries.
Come from the US.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, 20%. Once it arrives, guys will let me know when we call.
Hi there. You right? Good, thanks. Yeah, just browsing. Okay, thanks. Very good. Yeah. I came in from. Not really. Not mad. No, I came in from Windsor. So, yeah, I'm just doing the rounds. A Triumph Speed Triple. Yeah, down there. Yeah, I went down to the embankment because Ducati have just opened.
Oh, okay.
So.
What, the London store?
Yeah. It's Ducati. So, yeah. No. I went to Ducati. Next door is Triumph. I ride a Triumph.
Yeah.
And then I came here, and doesn't matter where you go. And I was up in Glasgow a couple of months back. Went into Harley Davidson there. Harley Davidson always has the best reception, without doubt, out of all of them. Yeah. No, I'm being completely truthful. Yeah, Ducati, they just don't even look at you.
Really?
Yeah, they just think they're a bit like, you know. Triumph, they're okay. They're kind of in the middle. But always, I mean, I've been riding bikes for years, and I live out in Windsor, like I say. But there used to be one in Maidenhead, and it closed down in 2007, something like that. And they moved to until Slough. They moved to Slough, and then they shut down. But even there, you know, back then, you'd go in there, you'd get the best welcome, always. So yeah, Harley Davidson wins all the time, man.
Yeah. All in the lifestyle,
Yeah.
You know?
It's
so
just.
when we see people come on the bike, like
Yeah,
chat.
that's it. But you know, so yeah.
Would you like a tea or a coffee?
No, I'm good, thank you. No, I'm just looking. Yeah, and you got, without doubt, you got the best kit, without doubt. You know, and I've had a couple of Harleys in the past, but you got the best. Like I say, Triumph's close. It's coming up. They're
getting closer, aren't they? They really are.
But Harley Davidson stuff's the best, I think. It really is. Yeah. It just looks good. You know. But it's older. It's got more heritage, isn't it? It's more sort of, you know.
Appreciate the feedback, though.
No, it's all good. But yeah, cheers. I'm gonna go back down.
Yeah, we've got some classic bikes under there.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Well, yeah.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Lovely to meet you.
Cheers, buddy. Harley Davidson wins. Always. Doesn't matter if it's like 10 years ago. Doesn't matter if it's today. It doesn't matter if you're in London or Glasgow. You always get a good welcome at Harley Davidson. I ride a Triumph. Ducati, forget about it. They're just, I don't know, they think their shit doesn't stink, you know. But Triumph is good, but no, Harley's, you just can't beat Harley customer service. You really can't. So there you go, completely unbiased. Harley win every time. mutts, I'm going to go to this place in Shepherd's Bush because it's still early, it's about 3ish. Gonna go and have a look at these Mutt motorbikes, because the Mutt motorbikes, they look really cool, really sort of old school. And yeah, we're gonna head down there now. Shepherd's Bush, bit of a shithole, but we're gonna go. Yep, so there's the Mutts. And they are very nice. I don't know if they're 125s or 250s, but they are really very good. They just got that old school kind of look to them, you know?
One will be one will be the other, but we need to go over the road and find out. They're going to have to be tested twice because pull that back. You need. I've got so much to do because I can do that.
Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm just looking at these Mutts. Yeah, that's the Mastiff. Is that the 250?
No, all of them are 125.
Oh, they're
what we
125s.
have in stock, yeah.
What's the one outside there? They're 125s.
All of them.
All right,
Actually,
okay.
we only stock the 125s. If you're interested in 250, we can order it for you. That's
Yeah.
no problem. But we only stock the 125s.
Okay, all right.
Frankly, 95%.
Yeah, it's all scooter riders.
No, all of them who are buying the mod, they want the 125s.
Yeah, yeah, but rather than a scooter, you can get something, a proper bike. Something that looks like a proper bike, yeah.
Yeah, we have the mod, we have also
Yeah.
the rear end film.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're like 350s and stuff, aren't they?
The meter is 350 and the Intercept and the Continental is 650.
650, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good, don't they? No, I really like the look of the Mutts. I know there's no real difference between 250 and a 125 in the way that it looks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it just looks like a great bike. I've been looking at them on video, on YouTube and online, and because I want to get a second bike for just doing green laning and that. But,
Yeah.
and I was thinking, am I going to go for a Yamaha YZ 450 or get something a little bit cooler? I don't know, because I'm not going to be full on crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to see them in the flesh because I've seen them online, and I just wanted to see them in the flesh, and I have. So yeah, they look good.
They are really good.
Yeah, they got a Suzuki engine, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they look good.
Just to let you know, probably around 2-3 weeks is the lead time for 250.
Yeah.
If they have them in
Yeah,
stock.
yeah.
If they don't, it's a bit more tricky, but we can still order.
Yeah, they just look really good. Old school. It's a lot of money, a lot of bike for the money, even a 125. You know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I was a motorbike instructor for a few years, so
Okay.
I know all about 125s and everything. So yeah, that's great. It's really good. All right, I just wanted to have a look. That's it. And
no
I have. Cool. Cheers.
Anything, give us a shot.
Thanks, mate. So there it is, in the flesh, 125. But that's a lot of bike for a 125. Cool. Now we're gonna go home. I've had enough riding in London. Coming back on the bike, I mean, it was getting really cold. Had beautiful weather today. Considering it's January, the weather got up to about sort of 12 degrees, 13 degrees, sunshine. It was really, really nice and enjoyable to be on the bike and just cruising about, not doing anything, indulging my my passion for motorbikes. So today I really wanted to just get out. I wanted to see the new Ducati place, which I did. Next door to it is a Triumph dealer. And then we went to a Harley Davidson dealer, and then we went to look at some Mutt motorbikes. And as you saw and heard, they only had the 125s. But I just wanted to see the Mutt motorbikes in the flesh, because they are very nice. I think you'll agree. Anyway, so really in summary, Ducati, you've put me off. You dropped the ball. You put me off. Not impressed. Really not impressed. Just felt like, like you couldn't be bothered. So there you go. That's Ducati London for you. Up to you if you want to go there. But yeah, I wasn't impressed. And then there was Harley Davidson. Now, you probably heard with my dialogue with the guys upstairs in the kit department, you know, all the t-shirts and all the lifestyle stuff. Harley Davidson, you know, since I've been going there, which is around about 2005, that's when I had Harleys, way back then when there was a lot more money around. You know, I had 2 Harleys back then. And I remember going into a Harley dealership before I bought the Harleys, and you know, they couldn't have been more helpful. You know, they let me take out bikes for test riding and all that stuff. Couldn't have been more helpful. You know, the welcome was warm. You walk in there and they're offering you tea and coffee, and, you know, they want you to stay around. They want you to hang out. And that, it happened back then in 2005 when I first went into a Harley dealership. And it's just happened now, you know, 2022. As soon as you walk in the door, you get someone come up to you. They don't ignore you. You know, just a warm welcome. You know, Triumph are close, and their bikes are really on the ball now. Their lifestyle wear, Triumph is very close as well. But Harley Davidson still has them beat in every area. You know, the bikes, they're Harleys, you know. They're impressive. They got the heritage. I mean, I'm a Triumph lover. I got their hat on. I ride the Triumphs. I just went up to the Triumph factory. But there's something in Harley Davidson that they just get right every time. Triumph is very good. Their customer service is very good. But nothing compared to Harley Davidson. So I guess Ducati, Triumph, you got to work. You know, Ducati, they're just not even a ballpark. They're not even in the same ballpark. Triumph are very good. You know, their customer service, all that stuff, and their bikes. But Ducati's nowhere near. But Harley Davidson, they just get it right every time. Everyone who's in the bike game should really look, and in the car game as well, should really look at the way Harley Davidson do things from a customer point of view. Right, and the Mutts, the Mutts nuts. Lovely little bikes, really nice little bikes, really nice. Very stylish, retro. Could I see myself getting one? They're just too nice for what I want to use it for. So a nice Mutt mongrel is what I would be looking at 250. It's just too nice. You know, that's a great starter bike. Even an Oderly bike, you know, although it's underpowered, it's 250cc. It's just too nice to have as a dirt bike, you know, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, I suppose. But certainly in my case, it's a bad thing because I wouldn't want to buy a beautiful little bike like that and then just trash it on a green lane all the time. So I think I'm going to go to my original plan, which is buy an old, I think it was a YZ425 before. Again, badass dirt bike. I had supermoto tires for it. With the new bike, the enduro bike that I want, I'll just have it dirt bike style. You know, I don't want a supermoto because I got my big old boy, you know, the big Triumph. But I just want to get a dirt bike. Picking up the trailer very soon, in a week or so. We're going to be, you know, as soon as spring comes, we're going to be heading off to campsites and using the trailer, taking this bike with me. And then Mel and I are going to be touring around, going to all the beaches and cool places on the motorbike, because it is just so much easier to get places quickly on a motorbike, you know, rather than driving around in a van. You don't have to worry about traffic, you don't have to worry about parking, you know. It's just really cool especially in summer as well, you know, just put some light gear on, summer gear, and just go for a ride, you know, down to the beach, get the drone up, you know, mess about, have fun. So that's the plan for this year. Yeah, towards winter, I'll be looking at getting a dirt bike for the winter months, because there's nothing, nothing better than blasting around green laning in the mud, in the dirt, and you know, coming back filthy and all that stuff. So that's going to be my winter pursuit. I've wanted to do it for a long time. Almost did it in the past, but never really did it properly. So I'm doing it now. Right, so I hope this whole video was informative. Hope you got something from it. You know, even if you just enjoyed the views of London. It was a beautiful day today. It was wonderful to get out on the bike in the winter. You know, it's January, don't forget. You know, it's the winter. But to have a little sort of cheeky sunny day like today, be able to just blast about, put some miles in. Yeah, it was a real bonus, a real treat. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, share the videos, tell your friends about it, and hope to speak to you in the next one. I want to summarize and give my my two cents worth, yeah, my 2 penneth. All right, so I went to Ducati, yeah. I was busting for a pee, because when you're riding around, you know, something about motorbikes just makes you want to, you know, go to the bathroom all the time, you know, especially when it's a bit colder. So pulled up at Ducati, saw there was a Triumph dealer there as well. I mean, I knew it was there, but kind of forgot about it. Ran into the Triumph dealer. I was wearing my hat so they could see. I just pulled up on a Triumph as well. So used their toilet, you know, so I didn't film anything there. But they were courteous. Didn't treat you like a, you know, a piece of crap. Bear in mind, I've just pulled up on a nice looking Triumph Speed Triple. You know, I'm dressed in all the kit, you know, so I look like a proper biker. My kit's not dirty or shitty or used or, you know, overused like a Courier or something, some scruff. You know, all my kit looks pretty good. You know, so I don't look like just some, you know, tow rag. Yeah, I'm a mature man, or try to be. Got a bit of stubble now, a bit of a beard, you know, the old whiskers are coming through. So, you know, I look like I'm in the right place, yeah. So when I went into Triumph, I said, you know, first things first, can I use your toilet? They said, yeah, no problem, just down there on the right. They didn't really have the big Rocket 3 that I wanted to see. They did have a very nice little red bopper, candy red bopper, which was very nice, but didn't do any filming in there, yeah. But rest assured, they were very professional, very courteous, and, you know, nice. It was a nice place. Didn't make you feel like awkward or anything like that. And then I went into Ducati London in Vauxhall. Yeah, Ducati are just Ducati, aren't they? Unless you've got an already established relationship with them. It seems, you know, when you walk into their showroom, I mean, it just seems like you're an inconvenience, you know? It may, you know, I don't know whether it was the Triumph cap, but I just felt like they didn't want me there. Having a customer is an inconvenience, You know, there was a guy sitting down there talking about, you know, some expensive Panigale or something, V4, you know, and he was wearing a suit, you know. I mean, maybe all they want is the corporate boys that are high-end, high rollers, lots of money, work in the city, and they want a trinket, you know. Maybe they're not really interested in real bikers, people that actually ride bikes. They just want the guys that buy McLarens and store them in heated garages. I don't know, but that's what I felt like. You know, I felt like it was just more of just a designer shop, you know. And I've been to Ducati in Bologna in the factory. Went on a factory tour and all that. And yeah, it's just, you know, compare it to Triumph in Hinckley. You know, I felt at home in Triumph, you know. Again, Ducati in Bologna in 2019, it didn't really feel like friendly. I don't know, maybe it was a language thing, but certainly in London today, there was no language barrier. They just felt very cold, standoffish, and just felt like you're an inconvenience to them, you know? Like they're not interested. Unless you go in there wearing some silly suit and you look like you work in the city. That's what it felt like to me. You know, there's some older chap in a suit sitting down talking about buying some expensive, you know, something to go next to his Lamborghini or something like that. And then some other guy, you know, hipster kind of talking about, you know, the Scrambler. And there was me, I just got ignored. You saw it. Yeah, so a bit disappointed by that, you know, because they don't know who's walking through the door. You know, I'm obviously a biker. I did see the Diavolo, very nice. I do like that bike, but